If there's one man who can beat everyone on and off the court, that's the fast-rising Alexander Sascha Zverev. Currently ranked as ATP's number 3 seed, the charismatic Zverev did not just conquer the court, he conquered the world. Let's find out how he did it. Here's Alexander Zverev's swanky lifestyle, net worth, and grandfather. Alexander Zverev, bio. At the age of 24, Alexander Zverev has achieved a lot in life. Alexander Zverev belongs to a family of tennis players. His parents, Irina and Alexander Zverev Sr., and his older brother were also famous professional tennis players. Tennis indeed runs in their blood. His father, Alexander Sr., personally trained and coached Sascha. Their father and son tandem in tennis significantly impacted Alexander's growth on the court. In 2014, Alexander, 16, won the Junior Grand Slam singles title in the 2014 Australian Open. His wins led him to become the world's number 1 tennis player in the junior category. At 17, Alexander became a professional tennis player competing among adult pros in tennis. It must have been a lot of pressure on him back then. A year later, Alexander Zverev had his first ATP tournament in 2016. He has played with high-ranking seeds, but has managed to win against them, and Roger Federer was not an excuse. Sascha's win against Federer landed him the moniker, the man that beats Federer. His current win against Federer caused an awe and ohs to the tennis enthusiast. After 10 years, Federer was again defeated by a teenager. Zverev Jr. indeed spends all of his time playing tennis. All his hard work paid off as Zverev won 2 master titles and snatched the number 3 post from Stan Wawrinka. Who would have thought this young man, Alexander Zverev, could achieve multiple master titles in just a season? Alexander Zverev was the only one who achieved this aside from the Big Four. In 2017, Alexander took away the title of being the youngest master champion from Novak Djokovic. His win made him rise to the top 10. In 2018, Zverev kept his rank in the top 5. As he was continuously leveling up, the more pressure he felt. His pressure overwhelmed him enough that it affected him in his games. He lost a game to Chung Hyun. Zverev played in several competitions. He won against Dominic Thiem and brought home the Madrid Open Masters title. Alexander almost had a winning streak until he lost to the man who inspired me, Rafael Nadal. After having some unexpected losses, Zverev almost lost his titles. Thanks to his resiliency, Alexander Zverev advanced up again as he qualified at the Next Generation Finals and the ATP Finals. Zverev won all of the games, but the current king of ATP, Novak Djokovic, stopped him from winning. 2019, Zverev didn't have an excellent start to the year. He had won a game with Jeremy Chardy, then lost another game after. Zverev again had won games and became Nick Kyrgios's runner-up. After things getting more complicated as you age, right? Competitions are getting harder and harder. Zverev wins matches with other players, but loses most of the time when being matched again with Novak Djokovic. However, at this time, there were reasons why Zverev was affected. Zverev's bad luck continued as he also lost his rank for some time. However, despite his losses, Zverev just does not fail in defeating Roger Federer. He's been beating him over and over again, but it is not Federer who he should watch out for, but the current ATP king, Novak Djokovic. His 2020 starter of the year is not much different from what happened in 2019. He lost his first 3 games. But as the year continues, he also gets to keep his momentum back. He won back-to-back matches. However, Dominic Thiem is indeed a legend that is just too hard to beat. Alexander, his backhand is complimented on being one of his strengths, and it is one of the best. His first trainer honed Zverev's backhand skills in tennis, his mother, Irina Zverev. Though Alexander Zverev mentioned his mother influenced him a lot in games, his father taught him aggressiveness. Zverev shows excellent performances, which concludes tremendous potential. His serves can go at the speed of 87 miles per hour, which is his advantage over shorter players. Zverev does not have a particular choice of which surface is the best place for him to play, but they say he does better on hard courts. Zverev had a total of 19 ATP titles in singles and 2 ATP titles in doubles, and he has now regained his rank as ATP's number 3 seed, which he lost in 2017. With his current rank and 1 titles, how much do you think Alexander is earning? Alexander Zverev, swanky lifestyle. Alexander Zverev may have always been fancy since childhood. How can he not, when all of his family members are world-known tennis players, right? His family highly influenced Zverev, At 3 years old, he was already taught how to play tennis. 2 years later, he became more interested in tennis and consistently played tennis. He would not let a day pass at that time without at least an hour and a half of playing time. Luckily, all of these training and efforts paid off, as he got to play in the junior match in Poland in 2011. Not long after that, he also got into the International Tennis Federation junior circuit. We can say that his tennis journey began when he was 14 years old. Things are getting better and busier in his career, so that means that Alexander Zverev had to train more and play more, which means that he will be earning much too. Alexander Zverev has been continuously pursuing his career for years now, and indeed gets even more popular. More than his plays, he has so many endorsements and still gets to be offered more opportunities. Zverev's endorsements are no joke, and indeed not ordinary. Zverev endorses many luxury brands including Richard Mille, Wilson, Puga, Adidas, Zegna, and Rolex. Zverev's Richard Mille RM701 limited edition watch fits perfectly for his plays. It is perfectly light at 32 grams, featuring a grade 5 titanium paired with an elastic wristband. Zverev is luxurious not only because he owns a fancy watch, but he also has money or the house he lives in. But also because of the cars he owns. Zverev is a big fan of cars. He owns several different vehicles. Zverev owns a BMW i8. He got it together with the other prizes after winning a tournament. Before that, he already owned a Puga 508 GT. This Puga 508 cost about $46,263. He also had a Mercedes E300 AMG that cost $57,095. The Chevrolet also passed his taste. He bought a Chevrolet Suburban that was worth $65,000. At the age of 24, we can say that Zverev is good at his sports and growing his money. Recently, this 2021, Zverev added up another income to his assets as he decided to partner and become a shareholder in Improv. So how much does Zverev earn? How much is his net worth? I'm sure you're so curious too. Alexander Zverev's net worth. Alexander Zverev is just about to get a higher net worth as he has more endorsements and sponsors to come. This year, Alexander Zverev has received prize money in his singles up to $6,400,000 and around $60,000 for his doubles. Alexander Zverev's overall net worth is around $17 million in total. And just a little fun fact for you, Alexander is now a grandfather. Yes, you heard it right. He might look young, but he is already a grandfather. I know what you're thinking. He is just 24. So how does this all happen? Who was the girl that captured his young heart? It was not a she, but a he. Zverev is a dog lover, and his dog Lovik recently decided to have a family of his own. Though Lovik already started a family, he and his beloved puppies still live with Alexander, who claimed to be the dog's father in one of his interviews. What a loving grandfather he is. So ladies, relax. Our beloved Alexander Zverev is single and is undoubtedly not eyeing someone right now. You still have chances to win his heart and win yours too. Who do you want to be featured next? You can comment on them down below and wait to see them on this channel. Zverev currently has no girlfriend. He had one before but eventually broke up.